My dearly loved child, I'm speaking to you right now with a heart that is brimming with love and a purpose for your existence. I am speaking to you with a purpose. The moment has arrived for you to answer the call that I have put inside you. I have placed it within you. You have been given a vision, a purpose, and a sacred responsibility that you are able to carry out. I have placed these things onto you. The question is, what is it that stirs the very depths of your soul? What causes a fire to burn within you? And what are the ideas, the passion, and the abilities that are necessary to execute this mission with excellence? Whenever you get up in the morning, you should give some thought to the wrongs that are weighing heavily on your heart. Which wrongs do you desire to rectify before the world? To help you overcome the difficulties that you are confronted with, I have imbued you with an extraordinary spirit. Not only have you been recognized for the efforts you have put out, but also for the attention you have paid and the perseverance you have shown. I am able to guarantee that the job that you have done is of larger relevance than you may be aware of at this moment, since I have seen you toiling. I have called people throughout history, and it is crystal clear that the moment has come for you to put your calling into action. In the same manner, I have called individuals throughout history. You were made just for this particular time, and it is your responsibility to. This is something that is tangible, needs your immediate attention, and is concrete. It is important to keep in mind that faith without action is meaningless. It is possible that you have a great deal of faith. Nevertheless, where are the results of that trust? I will show you the power of trust in a way that is clear, and I will advise you to put your worries about failure to the side. Faith, demonstrate to me that you think by the way you behave. Is it possible that I have not made a solemn commitment to be present at all times? You should not allow yourself to get depressed by the replies of other people or the opposition that you may meet. It is not your obligation to provide satisfaction to the other people. Nevertheless, in order for you to serve me in a trustworthy manner, I am leading you away from the familiar and into a new season that is filled with power and purpose. You are being given the instruction to investigate the covenants that I have established over the course of history, because they hold the secrets to salvation. I would want for you to be aware of the mantle that I have bestowed upon you, as well as your one-of-a-kind powers and the abilities that come naturally to you, yet that others find to be astounding. It is my desire that you serve others with humility, and these are the instruments that I have provided for you to use in that service. As I have proven my love for you, I am sending you to people and places that will accept you. However, you must be cautious if you come across people who do not accept my love. I am sending you to people and places that will accept you. So do not linger. Go with purpose. Keep your attention on the image I've provided you with, and see your goal clearly, because this is not only a suggestion, it is a divine word. Your sphere of impact may seem to be little, but I assure you that it is considerable. I have made you a light to illuminate the darkness that surrounds you. I have created you a light to walk with purpose. You should not allow your lack of size to discourage you. Current circumstances, I take joy in using the seemingly insignificant to mislead the mighty, the uneducated to embarrass the intelligent. And my knowledge is beyond the grasp of human people. I am able to do this because I am always learning new things. At this very instant, I have chosen this precise time for you to step out in trust. Faith is the substance of things that are hoped for, the evidence of realities that have not yet been realized. I have set this particular moment for you to go out in faith, because it is the title deed to promises that have been fulfilled. You may anticipate coming into touch with me in ways that are both fresh and powerful, to ensure that you are able to get to know me in L, and that you are delighted with your experience. I am revealing myself better. My presence has the ability to change you. You should draw near to me without any reservations. You should be vulnerable and open your heart completely, and you should seek me out on a regular basis. Your thoughts should be focused toward those who have passed away before you, ordinary individuals who have passed away during the course of your day. This is because the prayers of the righteous are powerful and effective. During the time that they were threatened, they were briefly overcome with dread, but I was able to restore them and allow them to complete what they had begun. Natures similar to yours have went through both tremendous highs and awful lows throughout their history. You run the risk of being intimidated, falsely accused, or exposed to ugly rumors while you are working on your responsibilities. In order to overcome these challenges, you should approach me with self-assurance, rather than running away from them. Mercy and the other things will be found there. I am working to bring about a shift in your circumstances that will propel you along the path that you have chosen for yourself. During this difficult moment, I am here to assist you. It has been brought to my attention that every experience you have had, even the errors you have made, will prove to be beneficial to you. In order to achieve my objectives, I will make use of every possible circumstance, just as it was in ancient mythology, where evil intentions were changed into something that served a greater purpose. Every scenario will be used for the betterment of the world. Prepare yourself, for I will be coming to you. Sin was the cause of these waits, despite the fact that mankind did not initially experience sentiments of guilt or fear in the beginning. In spite of everything, I am bringing you back to that first level of purity via the power of my love, and you are rising once again. This authority that I have placed upon you will be put to use by you in order to bring the ideals of the kingdom into effect within the sphere of influence that you have. Accept this truth, for when you are aware of the truth, it frees you from your confinement. I have made you one of a kind, even uncommon by the norms of the world, so that you may run to soar and walk with confidence. Your sensitivity and passion may lead you to experience emotional highs and lows, and this is because I have created you to be one of a kind. I have formed you so that you can do both. In spite of the fact that I am not a submissive and feeble deity, I am sending you out into the world with it. Do not let the turmoil that is taking place around you to divert your attention. Instead, keep your gaze fixed on me and boldly go in the direction of the giants who are confronting you. I am a revolutionary force that is causing the structures of the world to be turned upside down for the sake of my kingdom. You are receiving the necessary preparation for the future now that you are going through this period of intense and accountable work. Accept it and announce it. The truth has triumphed, and a huge outpouring of my spirit is going to be upon you. Each and every falsehood, every addiction, and every obstacle that stands in the way of greatness are being eradicated. You should also act as if you have already received the promise, since it is much closer than you believe it to be. I like your willingness to obey and your enthusiasm to serve, and even when you are unsuccessful, you should keep moving ahead. Take the next step in trusting others in the future when you are hesitant about anything. Your path will be established by me, and I will serve as your guide. You have said that I would be sending you, and I have heard the screams that coming from your hearts. You are lovely, my child, and I want you to know that I want you to understand your divine purpose. I want you to know that you are beautiful. I now delegate to you the obligation of going out into the world and assuming your place. To put it simply, you are amazing and great. You are triumphant and victorious in me. You possess strength and capabilities that are beyond your understanding. You are ready to go forward with me, and you are prepared for this moment. I want you to have faith in the knowledge that my love for you is endless and unchangeable, that my intentions for your life are steadfast, and that my word is always true. I want you to have confidence in these things. At this very moment, I am sending you a message that is just like this. It is not going to be in vain. It will accomplish all that I want to do, which is to help and support you through each and every hurdle as you start out on your road. I want you to know that Even when you are suffering emotions of weakness, my presence is always with you. This is something you should understand. I am your source of power. I am here to serve as your advisor whenever you are deficient in information. If you find yourself in a difficult situation, I will be there for you. There is no obstacle that is too daunting, and there is no battle that is too huge, defender, when you walk in step with me. There is no obstacle that is too intimidating. For a specific reason, I have implanted dreams and visions in your heart, and those dreams and visions are tailored just for you. There are seeds that I have planted, and they are ambitions that seem to be too ambitious and too unattainable. I will water them with faith, nurture them with action, and watch them bloom to their full potential. Do not allow yourself to be constrained by the expectations of others or the limitations of your history. Instead, push yourself beyond the boundaries of your greatest vision. You are a fresh creature in my eyes, and the things that were formerly significant to you have long ago been forgotten. I am the one who created you. It will become clear to you as you glance around that everything has been altered. The new identity, the new authority, and the new purpose are all things that you should embrace with all of your heart. During some points throughout the journey, the path will take a different turn. Returning to this word and allowing it to serve as a mooring for your spirit and a source of rekindling your excitement is something you should do whenever you find yourself uncertain about anything or when doubts start to creep in and try to derail you. You can count on me to keep my commitments, and I will not let you down. Faithful, the things that I have pronounced over you will definitely come to reality as you continue forward in faith, and you should be prepared for opposition. When the possibility of you entering the picture, the forces of evil will tremble in fear. Nonetheless, you need not be scared, because the power that I am working through you is more powerful than any force that could possibly come against you. I am working through you to release your entire potential. I am working through you to give you the power that will ensure your triumph, not because of your own strength, but because of the power that I command. I'm calling you to a higher standard, a life lived with an eternal perspective, and I am doing this by the power of my infinite love and unparalleled power moving through you. I am calling you to a life that is lived with an everlasting perspective. Allow the acceptance of your actions. You will be guided by love as you align yourself with my will. Your words will be seasoned with grace, and the power of my word will transform your mind so that it may renew itself. All of these things will happen as you connect yourself with my will. As you work to protect both your heart and your head, you will find that you are able to achieve a level of peace that is beyond your understanding. Please understand, my child, that while you will face challenges, you will also experience delights that are beyond your wildest dreams. It will be possible for you to see my hand at work in ways that would be amazed. Lives will be changed, hearts will be healed, and my kingdom will grow as a result of your faithful service. Therefore, stand up, my beloved. Take hold of everything that I have prepared for you and walk. I will leave you in awe. It is time for you to bravely step into your destiny, because I, the Lord your God, am with you. The moment has come for you to do so. When you speak with complete assurance, do it with love and authority, without any reservations. Time has finally arrived. Always bear in mind that I am the origin of all knowledge and understanding. I am the source of everything. When you are faced with options that seem to be overwhelming, I will assist you in making decisions that fall within your realm of possibility. It is important to keep in mind that I am always available to provide assistance to you in the form of advice and to guide you in the direction that you should go when you are experiencing feelings of inadequacy or preparation. My information is always available to you. All you need to do is ask for it, and I will provide it to you in a generous manner whenever you need it. Those who are qualified should not be called by you. I am the one who has the responsibility of qualifying those who are called. Everything you need for the task at hand has been made available to you by me. My opportunities to display my capabilities are presented to me in the form of your perceived weaknesses. I want you to acknowledge and embrace your shortcomings, because it is through them that I am able to fully express my strength. Remember to pay attention to the hints that my soul is trying to convey. There are times when the most meaningful acts of obedience are found in the most little of things. During a time of pain, certain seemingly little actions, like as a kind word, an attentive ear, or a helping hand, have the potential to become huge instruments of my love. These are all instances of seemingly insignificant moments. It is important that the world does not minimize the significance of the day of modest beginnings, because I am laying the foundation for more significant things to come. There is a possibility that you may encounter short intervals of waiting when traveling along this route. Nevertheless, you should not allow these moments of waiting to discourage you. I am putting forth effort to refine your character to the point where you are dependent on me, and I am also preparing the path that lies ahead of you. These times should not be misunderstood as a period of passivity while waiting. I am now employed. You should take advantage of these seasons in order to get closer to me, to study my word, and to prepare yourself for what is ahead. Remember that your identity is not founded on the things that you accomplish, but rather on who you are. Take this into consideration. It is impossible for my love for you to be lessened by failure, and it is also impossible for my love for you to be expanded by success. Both of these possibilities are impossible. Have peace of mind, knowing that you are my cherished kid, who is cherished and valued beyond all comprehension. Be daring in your requests, ask for the impossible, and have confidence in miracles. I am the God who split the oceans, revived the dead, and converted water into wine. I am the God who believes in miracles. Because of your fearless faith, I am honored, and it opens the door for my power to be manifested in wonderful ways as you step into your purpose. I am honored because of your faith. When it comes to wine, I have no problem with anything. Get ready to undergo a transformation, for the road that lies ahead of you will create a new version of you. You are going to be stressed, put to the test, and refined. Accept this process for what it is and go on with your life. When you are going through challenging circumstances, it is important to maintain your connection to the community and to surround yourself with individuals who will encourage you, push you, and remind you of the promises I have made against you. You will grow into the whole version of who I have created you to be as a result of the events that you go through. Remember to be willing to share both your triumphs and your problems with them. This is an important responsibility. It is by doing so that you will find the strength and support that you need in order to make it through the journey. Having you as my kid is something that I want you to know brings me a great deal of joy. Despite the fact that you are going through periods of uncertainty or doubt, the fact that you are ready to step out in faith brings me joy, and your obedience brings me happiness. The love that I have for you, failure, is unwavering. There is nothing that can ever separate you from my adoration. Remember to carry this message with you as you go ahead. You are loved in a way that is both genuine and complete. The journey that lies ahead may not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. This is because the path has been identified and is firmly prepared. Have confidence in the path I am taking. Rely on the strength I possess, and just observe as I make my journey. It is time to take a step forward with courage, embrace your mission with enthusiasm, and live out your purpose with solid conviction. I am about to reveal my intentions for your life right now, my love. You are one of a kind, fashioned by my hands with purpose and love. I have watched you grow, stumble, and rise again, and I have always been holding you. I am committed to you, my most precious child. In the vast expanse of creation, you stand out as one of a kind. While I am speaking to you today, I am doing it with love, knowledge, and a reminder of the purpose that you have. I knew the path that you were going to travel for the rest of your life, from the moment that I breathed life into you until the moment that you passed away. Every single thing that you have done and every single choice that you have made up to this point in your journey has taken you to this point in your journey. And as you stand at the intersection of your path, I want to encourage you to be more in tune with yourself. I would want for you to pay particular attention to the mutterings of my spirit that occur during the times of silence. When the din of the world is no longer there, you will be able to hear me with the greatest clarity. It is at this pause that I am able to impart meaningfulness. I see the questions that are still lingering in your heart and the doubts that are clouding your thinking, and none of them are not true. I see the insight that exposes the intricate plan that I have for your life. On the other hand, stepping stones, your journey through life is not designed to be a solitary one. I have placed other people in your path, such as family members, friends, and mentors. Each of these people is a gift that will nourish your spirit and assist you in furthering your development. Because these connections are extensions of my love in human form, I urge you to do all in your power to further your growth and to appreciate them. At the same time as you are receiving love from other people, you should pour it out to others. You have the ability to. Because actual wealth is found in the things that you already own, I strongly recommend that you look into other methods of achieving riches. When you drain the water from my never-ending spring, love has no boundaries. If you live in an environment that often determines worth based on fleeting accomplishments, I strongly encourage you to search for something different. The richness of your spirit, the depth of your compassion, and the force of your faith are the treasures that will endure the inheritance that I have set apart for you in my heart. These are the riches that will survive, in spite of the fact that you are traversing the gloomy valleys and ascending the triumphant heights of the kingdom. You should keep your eyes fixed on me. The firm ground under your feet will serve as your guide, and I will illuminate the path that you will go. Because you are a child of my kingdom and a product of my spirit, the power that I possess is the capacity to anchor you in my everlasting love in the face of storms that threaten to blow you off course. As a refugee, I am here for you in any tempest. Keep in mind that you are the product of my spirit born. There are mountains and seas that have been carved out of you, and you are blessed with abilities that are particularly created to fulfill your divine potential. You are capable of far more than you believe you are by virtue of these mountains and oceans. Over the course of your moments of weakness, you will come to realize that my strength has been honed to perfection. Your heart is filled with dreams, and your mind is filled with visions. This is the reason you acted. Do not be afraid to take risks and make advantage of these abilities. Imagine the possibilities that are out there. These are not just idle thoughts. Rather, they are the seeds of destiny that are waiting to be nurtured. Tend to them with prayer, nourish them with faith, and watch as they flourish. Your goals, which are in line with my will, have the ability to change not just your life, but also the lives of a great number of other people as they develop into magnificent oaks of purpose. I have bestowed upon you the one-of-a-kind and irreplaceable gift of having the ability to morph. You have the potential to make decisions that will determine the shapes that your life will take later on. When you wish to have your will aligned with the route you want to travel, make judgments that are intelligent and constantly seek my assistance. Through tapping into mine, you will have access to a source of power and knowledge that is beyond the grasp of human beings. Taking this approach does not ensure that the path will be simple, but it does ensure that it will be significant. 1. In times of joy, let your praise soar to me. In times of grief, pour out your heart to me. For I am coming near to people who are broken-hearted. There is no price that can be placed on your sentiments. They are all valuable. When it comes to me, I do not want you to suppress them. Rather, I want you to bring them before me and allow my love to refine and change them as you gain a greater knowledge of my love. I want you to lay them before me. Overflow to those who are in your local neighborhood. Be my hands and feet in a world that is starved for compassion. Offer words of life and encouragement. Because your tongue has the potential to either build up or tear down anything. Not because of the things that you do, but rather because of the unwavering love that I have for you. You are someone who is very significant to me. You are not defined by your achievements or your shortcomings. Rather, your worth is determined by the unending love that I have for you. Because of who you are, my treasured child, there is nothing that can make you feel any different than the love that I have for you. For in a world that is continuously changing, my love is the one thing that remains the same. Do not allow yourself to be misled by the world that is always changing. The love that you show to the people whose lives you touch, as well as the utter faithfulness with which you follow my instructions and strive for excellence in all that you do, are the characteristics that, in my view, characterize true success. In your quest of knowledge and insight, it is important to bear in mind that respect for me is the cornerstone of real wisdom. Remember that this is not for the goal of obtaining praise from other people, but rather as an act of devotion to me. Word attentively because it includes wisdom for every scenario, consolation for every loss, and inspiration for every goal. Please utilize my truth to serve as the lens through which you perceive the world. It is for the sake of allowing you to perceive the world through your own eyes that I have placed you in this circumstance. You should not turn a blind eye to injustice and suffering. Rather, you should allow your heart to be driven to action when you come across these things. Your life is not a coincidence. You are here for a reason. Embrace your role with self-assurance and conviction, knowing that I am here for a reason. I am here at a certain time and place for a specific purpose. It is important to keep in mind that my grace is adequate for you as you get older and face new challenges. Each day presents you with a new chance to grow in your faith. I am the one who authored and perfected your religion before you. Possibility for me to pursue my interest in developing my religious beliefs and creating a positive impact on the world for the better. While you are with me, you should not be terrified of change or uncertainty, since I am reliable and my behavior is constant. You should be quick to listen, slow to say, and slow to become when it comes to your interactions with other people. You are the target audience for each of these wonderful suggestions. If you are angry, you should treat everyone you come into touch with the respect and decency that is acceptable for people who were formed in my image. It is only possible for me to conceive of the possibility that the only glimpse of my devotion that some persons will ever get is via your kindness. It is imperative that you bear in mind that forgiveness is not a choice, but rather a requirement. Just as I have forgiven you, you are obligated to forgive me as well. Extending forgiveness to other individuals is not always an easy task, but it is always something that must be done. Unforgiveness is a necessary poison that corrupts the spirit, and it is this poison that is responsible for the corruption. To forgive is to forgive. As you go through life, you should strive to be the antidote that provides you with health and freedom. If you are paying attention to the legacy that you are leaving behind, then every single action and word that you do will contribute to you should make the tale you are writing about love, bravery, and faith. You should make it a story that demonstrates the significance of these things. A manifestation of the grace that I owe to other people, your life is a display of that grace. Allow it to speak volumes in the middle of the pleasures and tragedies that life has to give, and remember it at all times that I am the source of all that you are experiencing. Whenever you are experiencing feelings of being overburdened by the obligations of the world, I will provide you with the opportunity to relax. My promise is that I will give you genuine comfort and tranquility that will endure forever. It is important to remember that you should not allow yourself to get dejected when you suffer failure or when you fall short of your own standards. This will help you to maintain your spirit and recharge your strength. The expectations I have of you, I do not need perfection from you. All I ask is that you be ready. To each and every mistake is an opportunity for personal growth, and each and every obstacle presents a chance to learn something new. I do not feel that my love for you is diminished by your shortcomings. Rather, it is precisely in those shortcomings that I discover that my love for you is diminished. During the course of your journey through the complexities of human relationships, there will be moments when my grace will be most apparent. It is essential to bear in mind that love is not a prideful or impatient emotion. Rather, it is characterized by patience and compassion. Not arrogant, it does not degrade other people. It does not work to further its own interests, and it does not quickly seek to advance its own interests. The fact that love does not keep a record of wrongs does not change the reality that it always protects and always trusts. This love is something that never stops hoping, never stops doing what it takes, and constantly makes an effort to be represented in how you interact with other individuals in a society that often praises interpersonal relationships. It is important to keep in mind that in order to demonstrate actual strength, you must first confess that you are reliant on me. It is not a sign of weakness to admit that you are dependent on me. Please acknowledge that you are in need of support. Yet, you should be aware that you can depend on me, and I will provide you with nourishment as you grow. It is via intelligence and understanding that you should offer your skills while maintaining a humble attitude. Both of your experiences are proof of your success. It is important to bear in mind that despite the fact that difficulty might serve as a source of motivation for other individuals, it is important to constantly give advice while retaining a welcoming manner, since the road that each individual takes is unique. When I am confronted with a decision, regardless of how significant or insignificant it may be, I make the decision to respect the path that others are required to choose. Not only have I placed upon you the ability to perceive trust in the intuition that I have given you, but I have also bestowed upon you the capability to have a sound mind. You should be prepared to receive advice from the individuals I've placed inside of you, but you should also be prepared to accept advice they give you. Keep in mind that your body a community, and that the majority of the time, information about life is acquired via community. I am obligated to treat the temple with attention and care, and I am also obligated to nurture it. The temple is a place where my spirit rests. Considering the strong connection between your physical health and it, you need to give it some rest and make use of it to show your respect for me. When you are on a journey for knowledge, it is essential to keep in mind that the wisdom that comes from inside your heart is just as crucial to your well-being on a spiritual and emotional level. When you combine your knowledge with compassion and empathy, you have a better chance of avoiding becoming emotionally cold. You should allow your knowledge of the world to expand if you want to build your capacity for love and service inside yourself. In spite of the fact that you are going through the normal waiting seasons that life provides, it is essential to bear in mind that I am working. In the same way that a seed must be buried before it can sprout, periods likewise need there to be a period of silence before they can begin to develop. When you are in a condition of seeming inactivity, which often comes before considerable advancement, you should have faith in my timing. In the event that you find yourself tempted to compare your journey to that of others, it is important to bear in mind that I have devised a one-of-a-kind path for you to travel in order to achieve the goals that I have set for you. You could find contentment by following my example for your life and by taking pleasure in the lives of other people, even if what I ask of another person can be different from what I want of you. Despite the fact that we live in a society that often puts a larger value on outward appearances than on the substance of one's life, it is essential to bear in mind that I practice meditation on the heart, cultivate inner beauty, love, kindness, patience, and self-control, and cultivate patience. Love is a trait that will shine through and have an effect on hearts in ways that mere physical appeal can never achieve. Would be able to devote their attention to the words of wisdom that I have for my child. During this age of wonders, it is important to make intelligent use of the tools that man has established and to let them to be used. These are tools that may be used to cultivate understanding and strengthen relationships with your siblings. Nevertheless, you must be cautious not to allow them to become a source of conflict. Either you are being diverted from true fellowship by false gods, or you are in the process of being distracted from my presence. Always keep in mind that I am here for you, even when you are going through the most challenging circumstances of your life, and hope appears to be far away. Considering that I am the God who brings light out of darkness and life out of death, there is no situation that I am unable to deal with. Because it will act as a mooring for your soul as you continue to grow your faith, it is important that you redeem yourself and that you do not give up hope entirely. You should be prepared to react to the hope that you have, but you should do it with love and regard for the person you are responding to. Your life should be valued, and you should live it in loving obedience to me. This is the most essential thing possible. It is important to remember that pleasure is not dependent on your capacity to provide a convincing testimony. Conditions, it is a fruit of my spirit that is available to you not just in difficult circumstances, but also in situations that are difficult. There are times when I choose to experience delight, not as a fleeting emotion, but rather as a genuine trust in my own resources and capabilities. In the course of your journey through life, it is important to keep eternity in mind while you are still on this earth. At all times, be honest and kind. In compared to the limitless life that lies ahead is nothing more than a passing instant. Let this perspective to direct your actions, the judgments you make, the priorities you set, and the way you connect with other people, my little child. There are many who are involved in this. Idols from all over the world compete for fleeting financial success, which results in a decline in both recognition and influence. On the other hand, I instruct you to seek first my kingdom and to increase the scope of your commitment to me to the greatest degree that is feasible. I gaze into the depths of your character, and I want you with all of your heart, even beyond the indications of spirituality that you display on the surface. I want you with all of your heart. There are certain people who claim to represent my name, yet they refuse to accept the same teachings that I have made extremely clear. Despite the fact that they may give the idea of being moral to other people, their hearts are so far away from mine that I am unable to compromise with them. It is necessary to bring your life into harmony with my holiness in order for it to be able to accommodate human desires if you want to experience the full extent of my advantages. I encourage you to completely immerse yourself in my message and put my strategies into practice. It has the power to shape your thoughts, guide your actions, and bring about a change inside you. Therefore, despite the fact that teachers on earth may be able to provide some insights, the connection that you have had with me is the one that has been fostered over the course of time. It is imperative that you do not lose hope while I am in your presence, because I shall reveal the most deep truths that I have to teach you. When things seem to be hopeless, or when you have the impression that your objectives are out of reach, rest assured that I am working behind the scenes to make things better. As a result of the fact that I am always organizing events for your advantage, my reactions often take unexpected shapes. It is imperative that you remain watchful in order to avoid missing the specific breakthroughs that you have been searching for. Additionally, you must have faith in the timing and strategies that I choose to implement. They raise questions about human thinking, while yet acknowledging that this is the point at which actual prosperity begins. Through the use of your character, I will prepare you to cope with everything that may come your way as you get older and develop more understanding. If you put me ahead of everything else in your life, you will get a greater number of advantages than there are now available to you. You are getting ready for a shift that will have an impact on all aspects of your life. I'm getting you ready for a transformation that will, when you surrender more of yourself to the direction of my Spirit, you will be blessed with a period of the miraculous wealth that you have been seeking. It is to be anticipated that extraordinary events will take place, relationships will flourish, possibilities will present themselves, and you will see my favor materializing in the manner in which you engage with other people. My child, the riches that I have in store for people who love me without asking anything in return are real ways. I cannot wait to share them with you. I will channel resources through you to reconstruct what sin has damaged, and I will accomplish this in a way that is beyond your understanding. With the intention of delivering justice to regions where there is oppression and rebuilding what has been broken, even while the global systems continue to fail, the objective is to bring about justice. It is the weight of greed and corruption that forces you to change. Yet, you should not be afraid, since you belong to an unbreakable kingdom in which you reject the concepts of greed and corruption, a mindset that is resistive to conceptions in this age of fallenness, when it seems that darkness is getting more and more significant. My kingdom, which is unaffected by the upheaval of time, continues to be stable in spite of the fear and uncertainty that surrounds it. Revelations from me that will open your spiritual eyes, allow you to see every challenge through the lens of heaven, and allow my words to illuminate the way for you to go. A source of unending happiness that has the potential to turn even the most challenging obstacles into a wellspring of motivation and fortitude ways that will bring you closer to me on a deeper level, revealing answers that you could never have conceived of before, possible in my presence. The shadows of apprehension and dread evaporate in an instant when I am present to the situation. With these words, my beloved, I have the ability to change everything, and I will tell you the profound truths that you have been asking about. Throughout the universe, which is filled to the brim with wonders that cannot be quantified, I am here in a way that is both everlasting and compassionate. I am the fundamental component of being. With the example of those who directed both the major and the minor aspects of creation being taken into account, an improvement in the quality of their lives was brought about as a consequence of their choice to lay a greater emphasis on faith and obedience, whose value of knowledge was greater than that of any other earthly treasure. There are still methods in which you may take advantage of this specific path that they could not have possibly predicted. It is not via grandiose actions, but rather by sincere acts of trust that my Spirit bestows upon you the strength and fortitude that you need. As you make your journey down the path, I am here to encourage you to carry yourself with self-assurance and to throw light on the path that you are traveling. You might think of my Spirit as a constant companion who will show you how to recognize my presence and help you recognize my presence. It is my intention to be there in order to provide you with the means to achieve greatness, to empower you, and to guide you through the process. Each and every person who comes into touch with you will be attracted toward your divine purpose in this vast universe. Your life has the potential to become a beacon of hope that reflects the advantages that I have put upon you if you allow yourself to recognize my Spirit inside you. If you do this, your circumstances will be transformed. Not only will you earn love in my eyes, but you will also earn respect among your contemporaries if you continue to grow your knowledge and strength. You will be able to accomplish all that I have envisioned for your life with the support of my grace. And even when you are at your most vulnerable, my grace will be there to bolster you. You should take pleasure in the knowledge that I will always desire the best for you, since power is most clearly shown through you. When you share these truths, you are making a contribution to the propagation of my message. Blessings. There are some of you who are now in dire need of hearing these words. It is possible that listening to them will be the key to releasing their full potential. Instead of seeing each act of faith and obedience as a straightforward transaction, think of it as a genuine expression of your dedication to God. If you're going to donate, I want it to come from a place of fear, rather than from a heart that is in harmony with my will. Have faith in the magnificent plans I have created. You should place all of your focus on the quantity, and you should have trust in my timing, because I am a God of precision, even in the smallest details. In the most minute details of time, in the nuances of the seasons and cycles, my thoughts are always shifting. The power of influence is at work, my dear child. I ask that you kindly open your heart totally in order to absorb the words of wisdom. Be conscious of the fact that I am thinking about you, that I adore you, and that I am working you out from the depths of my unending love. In a society that often seems to be going through a state of disorder, everything works together for your advantage. You should firmly establish yourself in the unchangeable reality that my love is there for you, in addition to there being uncertainty. Remembering that the path of faith is not always easy, but it is always rewarding, is something that should be kept in mind while traveling this path. There will be moments of struggle and uncertainty, but these are chances for personal growth and increased knowledge. Despite the fact that these times will occur, they are opportunities. Make sure you have confidence in your weaknesses. Put your trust in my might, and seek to me for direction in the midst of your confusion. Wisdom in your joys. I would appreciate it if you could share them with me, since I take pleasure in When you are navigating the complexities of life, it is imperative that you never forget to keep your happiness in mind. I will not allow myself to be distracted by the many distractions and false promises that the world will offer me. Instead, I will concentrate on myself. I am the one person who is capable of satisfying the most insatiable yearning that your soul harbors. I urge you to make prayer a prominent part of your daily life. It is during these periods of stillness that you will be able to hear my voice the most clearly and feel my presence the most. This is because you will be meditating on my words. I would like to begin by stating that I have bestowed upon you a special collection of talents and capabilities. You are free to make use of them, but not for your own personal gain. If you desire to bring glory to my name while also helping other people, you will find a way to do both of those things at the same time. Having the knowledge that your life is a demonstration of my presence is a source of fulfillment that surpasses any other success in the world. I want you to be lovely and kind, and I want you to have trust in the plans that I have for you. Let it shine brightly for everyone to see. It is possible for me to see the bigger picture, despite the fact that they do not correlate with the assumptions that you have made themselves. I am working everything out for your ultimate good and for my glory. So have patience, be firm, and watch and marvel while I do this. In the process of revealing my perfect plan for your life, my darling one, you are embarking on a journey of discovery. Every day, as you allow my spirit to work in your life, you are undergoing a transformation that is transforming you into a greater and more perfect representation of me. Participate in this process of change. This process, because it is during these periods of refining that you become all that I have specifically planned you to be. And after that, you will be able to continue living your life, a sense of self-assurance that arises from the knowledge that you are the recipient of true love, that you are entirely welcomed, and that you are permanently safe in my presence as you continue to. I want you to know that I take tremendous delight in your progress and in every step that you take toward me. And if you are on your way, I thank you for that. Evoke sentiments of joy inside me. I am proud of you, since I have seen both your struggles and your successes. I am proud of you. Your faith has the power to move mountains in the spiritual world, regardless of how little it may seem to be. Therefore, when you are going through a period of uncertainty, you should go back to the moments when you felt my presence the most. In times when the storms of life threaten to overwhelm you, use those memories to act as an anchor in a solid and persistent manner. In contrast to the sands that are always moving, the rock that is steady serves as the basis around which your trust is based. I have placed goals and wants in your heart for a purpose, and that reason is my unchanging nature. I have put these things in your heart for a reason. You should not be afraid to pursue them, because as you align your objectives with my will, you will find doors opening that you may take advantage of. You should act on this realization without hesitation. In spite of the fact that your journey could take unexpected turns, every curve and bend is something that you never thought was possible. Despite the fact that it is an essential part of my greater plan for your life, you should bear in mind that your worth is not contingent on. Regardless of the things you have done or the views of other people, you are important to me. To put it another way, I cannot stress this enough. I am acquainted with you and I adore you, because I am the one who made you. I am the one who created you. Let this knowledge serve as the foundation for a love that will last for all of eternity. When you interact with other people, I ask that you please allow your identity to serve as a reflection of the love and generosity that I have for other people. Grace to those who are suffering, and forgiveness to those who have offended you. By doing so, you will be able to assist others who are in need of assistance. Your past mistakes should not prevent you from serving as a live testimony to my integrity. Please do not let this discourage you. The fact that you have had failures or setbacks does not come as a surprise to me. My love for you is not founded on issues of this kind. In the event that you are having difficulty, you should come to me and allow me to show the superiority of my talents. This will rely on how well you perform. Grace, in every decision you make, seek wisdom and ask me for discernment. I will guide you in the right direction. There will be moments when my direction will come to you in the form of a gentle push in your spirit, and there will also be occasions when it will come to you via the counsel of godly people. In a culture that often puts a greater value on friends or the unequivocal teaching of my word, it is important to pay attention to the many ways in which I communicate myself. When it comes to my kingdom, I encourage you to choose the path of humility and true grandeur rather than the path of self-promotion. When you prioritize the requirements of other people above your own, you will find that you have a strong sense of gratitude for yourself. You will have a sense of fulfillment and purpose when you have a more profound understanding of my love. Let it to be there for you. Pour forth to those who are near to you in the name of the Lord. 1. Prayer for community and support. Dear Lord, as I gather with my audience today, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the incredible community we are building together. Thank you for each person who joins us, contributing their time and energy. I pray for those who are considering subscribing or supporting through Super Chats. May they feel inspired to take that step, knowing that their contributions help us create even more meaningful content. Let them see the value in our community and the impact their support can have. Bless each viewer with joy and fulfillment. May they find a sense of belonging here, knowing they are part of a larger purpose. Guide us in creating a space that uplifts and encourages everyone. As we embark on this journey together, grant us wisdom and creativity in our content. May we always strive to bring positivity and hope to our audience. Thank you for the love and support we share. May our community continue to grow and thrive. Amen. Second prayer for growth and impact. Gracious Creator, I come before you with a heart full of gratitude for the opportunity to connect with so many wonderful people. Thank you for the laughter, learning, and shared experiences we've had together. I pray for those who are considering subscribing or sending Super Chats. May they feel encouraged to support our efforts Knowing their contributions foster a vibrant and supportive environment. Let them see how their kindness can make a difference. Help us to create content that resonates with every viewer and uplifts their spirits. May our platform be a source of joy and inspiration, reflecting your love and grace. Thank you for the opportunity to connect, share, and grow together. May we continue to build a community grounded in kindness, compassion, and support. Amen. Fourth prayer for inspiration and connection. Heavenly Father, as I stand before my audience, I am filled with gratitude for this platform and the community that is formed around it. Thank you for the moments of joy, learning, and connection we share. I pray for those who are contemplating subscribing or supporting through Super Chats. May they feel inspired to join us in this journey, recognizing the impact their support can have. Let them know they are valued and appreciated in this space. Guide us to create content that not only entertains, but also uplifts and inspires. Help us to foster connections that deepen our community and spread positivity. Thank you for the love and support that surrounds us. May our journey together be filled with growth, laughter, and joy. Amen.